Hello students, today you will learn about identifying values of digits and expressing fractions and mixed numbers as decimals. Let us first learn how to identify values of digits. Hello students, look at this place value table. In a place value table, the hundreds, tens and ones column comes before the decimal point, and the tens and the hundreds column comes after the decimal point. Now students, look at the numbers in each column of the place value table. Which digit is in the hundreds place? The digit 3 is in the hundreds place. And what is the place value of the digit 3? The place value of the digit 3 is 300. And students, which digit is in the tens place? The digit 2 is in the tens place. And what is the place value of the digit 2? The place value of the digit 2 is 20. And students, which digit is in the ones place? The digit 5 is in the ones place. And what is the place value of the digit 5? The place value of the digit 5 is 5 itself. Students, which digit is in the tens place? The digit 2 is in the tens place. And what is the place value of the digit 2? The place value of the digit 2 is 0.2. Now students, what is the digit in the hundreds place? The digit in the hundreds place is 8. And what is the place value of the digit 8? The place value of the digit 8 is 0.08. So when we add them, we get 325.28, where 3 stands for 300s, that is 300, 2 stands for 2 tens, that is 20, and 5 stands for 5 ones, that is 5 itself, and 2 stands for 2 tens, that is 0.2, and 8 stands for 8 hundreds, that is 0.08. Students, the decimal 325.28 has 2 digits after the decimal point, tens and hundreds. And tens and hundreds are the decimal places. So we can say that 325.28 has 2 decimal places because it has 2 digits after the decimal point. Now students, you will learn how to express fractions and mixed numbers as decimals. Now students, look at this question. Suppose we want to write 34 hundredths in the form of decimal. So what we will do is, we will first write 34 hundredths in the form of a fraction. So when we write 34 hundredths in the form of a fraction, it will become 34 divided by 100. Students, 34 by 100 means 34 hundredths. Now, in order to write this as decimal, what we will do is, we will first write the number 34 and we will count how many zeros are there in 100. There are 2 zeros are in 100. So, what we will do is, we will put a point, a decimal point before 2 digit. That is, we will put a decimal point before 3. Now since there is a point before 3, we can put a 0 before the decimal point. So students, 28 hundredths can be written as 28 by 100 in the form of a fraction. And if we want to write this fraction in the form of a decimal, we can write 28 first, and then since there is two zeros in 100, we can put a point before 2 digits, 1, 2, so the point can be here. Since there is a point before 2, we can put a 0 before the decimal point. Now students, look at this question. Suppose we want to change this into decimal. Then what we will do is, first we will change this into a mixed number. Now if you want to write this in the form of a mixed number, we can write as 2 wholes, and 16 hundredths can be written as 16 by 100. Now students, we know that 216 upon 100 can be written as 2 plus 16 by 100. Students, in the next step, we can write 2 plus, in place of 16 by 100, we can write 0.16. Students, the point comes before 2 digits because there are 2 zeros in 100. So when we add 2 and 0.16, we get 2.16. Now students, you will learn how to add whole numbers and decimals. Look at this question. Suppose I want to add this whole number and this decimal. Then first what I will do is, I will add the whole numbers first. That is, I will add 20 and 5. 20 plus 5 is 25. So I will write 25 in place of 20 and 5. And I will write 0.04 as it is. Now, in order to add this whole number and decimal, I will change this whole number to decimal. Now, how to change this whole number to decimal? In order to change this whole number to decimal, I have to put a decimal point after the last digit. And the last digit in 25 is 5. So I will put a point after 5. Now, since there are 2 digits after the point here, even here I have to put 2 digits. But what 2 digits shall I put? I cannot put any other 2 digits except 0. So I will be putting 2 zeros here. And 0.04 will remain the same. Now since there are 2 digits after the point in both the decimals, that is, there are 2 decimal places after the decimal point. So it will be easy for us to add these 2 decimals. So we can add in this way. We have to put the decimal point in the same straight line. So when we add 0 and 4, we will get 4. 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 0 is 5. And 2. So we will get 25.04. Now look at this question. Suppose we are asked to add this whole number and these decimals. Then what we are going to do is, we will first change this whole number into decimal. Now, before changing this 2 into decimal, we have to see which is the decimal with highest number of decimal places. We can see in 0.5, there is only one digit after the decimal point, and in 0.07, there is 2 digits after the decimal point. So the decimal with highest number of decimal places is 0.07. Now when we change 2 into decimal, we will put a point after the digit 2. And since the highest decimal place is 2, so we will put 2 zeros after the point. Now here we can write, in place of 0.5, we will write 0.5. Since the highest number of decimal places is 2, I will put a 0 after 5 to make the decimal place as 2, and 0.07 can be written as it is. Now since in all the decimal there are 2 digits after the point, it will be easy for us to add these decimals because all the decimals have 2 digits after the decimal point. So the point will be in the straight line and we will add in this way. 75.2. So we will get 2.57. That's all for today. Thank you.